Hey friends, Tuxx here. Star Trek has been a great series through the years, from the original series that, Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, and even the newer stuff like Discovery and Lower Decks and whatnot. So I wanted to go ahead and show off some old Star Trek toys, and some of these might be a little yellowed, so I want to warn you in advance. There could be a little spider or something, but I wanted to show this to you and just share some of these with you. So I apologize if they're kind of yellowed or worn or whatever. But let's go ahead and just go through a couple of these real quick. This right here, this looks like not much, but this is called the Phoenix, okay? And this was a primitive ship. This is actually uber important with Star Trek. Without the Phoenix, we would never have had First Contact. It's amazing. Per Star Trek canon, this is seen in the movie First Contact, and this is how Zethran Cochrane, had his first warp drive, flight. So really important ship to everything. Without this, he would not have been, noticed by the Vulcans and, actually had that first contact that led to being part of the Federation or the Federation in general, So really cool. Kudos to Zethran Cochrane for making this out of a nuclear missile. I mean, that's just crazy talk, but really cool. Nice looking ship. We have like a little open thing here for Zethran Cochrane to sit down, so you can see his warp drive. The very cool little ship. There's little wings and things on here which are probably buried deeper in this box, but here's that for you. All right, next off, let's go ahead and take a look at this next ship here. Now this is a fast little ship. This is the USS Defiant, okay? NX 74205, okay? And don't let the black stickers on the wings here, check this out. There's little black stickers on the wings. Don't let those black stickers fool you, okay? Because this little thing, this ship here, is a tricked out Federation ship with Romulan cloaking devices. That's just crazy to think about, And I mean, it can be used for all sorts of things. It's been used for taking out the Jemadar warships. It's been part of storylines all through Star Trek canon, basically from Deep Space Nine and on, and some of the newer things like Lower Decks that talk about it, and then movie First Contact that talk about it. It's just definitely a ship with some spunk, So very cool. The USS Defiant. All right, next up, let's go ahead and cruise down here to something else a little bit different. This ship is a little creepy looking, I guess. You might not think of Star Trek when you look at this ship, okay? But, Deep Space Nine, we can tell you that the Jemadar were a huge influence on that whole storyline with the war with the Jemadar and everything, So this right here is really important. This is a Jemadar warship, okay? And it's really cool. Like, check out the wings here. These open up, even though it seems like that wouldn't be very good for, flight necessarily. Why does it really help that much? I do not know. But apparently the Jemadar did, okay? And they use these ships to help win the war with the Dominion against the evil Federation, okay? So very cool stuff. Nice ship. Love the little stickers. Looks good. A little yellowed, but it's okay. I don't believe the Jemadar. Looks like it's been through a battle or two, maybe. So that's cool. All right, next up, let's go ahead and talk about a ground vehicle. Okay, this right here, this little vehicle here is a Starfleet ground vehicle. This is an all-terrain vehicle used by the Federation in the late 24th century. Okay, it can be seen in movies such as Nemesis. They used it to find Data's little missing parts, and it's been used in several different episodes of Star Trek. You'll see these little these land rovers to actually go and do battle on land. But check it out, pretty cool. Definitely has some cool engines on here. You get Picard in there, maybe Data on that side, and you're good to go for a little adventure. Maybe put Worf back here somewhere. All right, next up, let's go ahead and check out, speaking of, cool little figures and people, let's grab this guy right here. This guy here is a fun little character. This is Deanna Troi, okay? And not one of my favorite characters in Star Trek. In fact, I call her Stinky Deanna Troi. She has long hair, as you can see, and she is basically a prime member, part of the main crew of Next Generation and the related films, too, Troi is half human, half Betazoid, okay? And Betazoids have this cool ability of, like, sensing emotions, that kind of thing. So they're really good at communicating with other species because they can go into negotiating rooms, that kind of thing, and kind of feel the room, and then they can let their side, the Federation, know, like, what the other people are feeling. Like, are they sensing stress? Are they deceiving someone? Betazoids are really good at communicating. So very cool little character. Again, Deanna Troi's not my favorite. Maybe she needs to, like, take care of some of that stinky hair, or something. But anyway, yeah, Deanna Troi. All right, next up, let's continue going through here. Let me try and find a good one for you. Let's see here. Which one should I pick? Oh boy. Tough call, tough call. You know what? I'm going to pick a fan favorite, okay? Let's grab this one here. This one here is someone who lost his head. This here is Data, okay? If you're not familiar with Star Trek, Data's been a fan favorite for sure. It's a fictional character in the Star Trek franchise, you know, and it could be seen in the movies, a TV series, all that good type stuff. You know, definitely kind of a character, if you will. He's featured in Star Trek Picard, season 1 and season 3, and I think maybe a little in season 2, you know. And he did lose his head in, I believe it was Nemesis, where they used the actual, you know, Federation rover here to find Data's head, you know, or was it lore? I don't know. You'll have to watch the movie and find out. But anyway, Data's definitely a fan favorite and someone who's pretty cool, even though he loses his head a little bit. And originally he was serving with Picard on the USS Enterprise, okay? All right, continuing on. Let's take a look at this. This here, ooh, this is a scary character, very scary. This is 7 of 9, okay? And if you're not familiar, 7 of 9 was a fictional character first introduced in Star Trek Voyager, okay? And she was an evil Borg, okay, played by Jerry Ryan, okay? And as a former Borg drone, and that's like a human with like technology kind of baked onto the human, you know, lots of different technology kind of built in, you know, making it more, you know, strong and smart and everything else, you know. And okay, let me grab one more here. We'll just do one more for now, and if you do like this video, let me know in the comments below, okay? And maybe we'll do some of these other Star Trek characters down the road. Looks like there's stuff under the little Karate Kid bandana there, okay? But this one here is definitely a character which I think is pretty cool. This is actually Tom Paris, okay? And he was a chief helmsman and also a temporary auxiliary medic on USS Voyager, okay? And basically Voyager was stranded in the Delta Quadrant, okay? And of course different people on the ship had to take on different roles, if you will, you know? And basically he was someone who was originally kind of the bad boy of the series and kind of later became kind of a friend of the captain and definitely one of the top pilots in Voyager. So definitely a cool guy. Love him. I mean, some people compare him to, what the heck was that guy from the Star Wars movie? Boy, I don't know, the new one, Force Awakens, Poe. Yeah, but he's not like Poe at all, okay? Tom Paris is much cooler, all right, guys. So that does it for now. I hope you enjoyed this quick little look at some Star Trek toys. Again, if you like this video, please comment down below, and thank you for watching, all right? We'll talk to you soon, and live long and prosper, yeah. Thanks, bye-bye.